Following the footsteps of one of the most iconic cars to roll out of Coventry, England, the XJS in 1975 was deemed the successor to the E-Type Jag. That's pretty big shoes to fill if you ask me. Still retaining the long bonnet, short deck design language, the XJS took a decidedly different approach to the flagship car from Jaguar. Developed in the early 1970s with initial styling done by Malcom Sayer, sadly with his passing in 1970 he never saw the final product. Final design was done by Geoff Lawson, and based upon the XJ car platforms with modified wheelbases, the E-Type replacement, called the XJS, was introduced in 1975. These cars ran for a single generation with periodic updates and facelifts all the way until 1996, when they were replaced by the brand new XK8. Hey everyone, in today's latest installment of the in-depth review series, we're taking a look at this absolutely pristine, very nice and very well equipped 1990 Jaguar XJS V12 Convertible. Available in both coupe and convertible body styles, we have a convertible here with a black top. It is painted in the gorgeous diamond blue metallic, and it features the Seville gray leather interior. Today's review is going to be a full in-depth review. We're going to cover everything from the exterior to the interior, powertrain, fuel economy, performance, and everything else in between. I do have full pricing on screen and a full options list in the description box, but however, these cars had no real options, so we're going to go ahead and get in with the review. Opening the bonnet of the XJS is a little more involved than normal, requiring the lid to be unlatched by a lever under the driver's side instrument panel. Once it's unlatched, the bonnet can be raised forward by unlatching a safety catch that reveals the gorgeous, yet complicated looking Jaguar developed 5.3 liter single overhead cam 24 valve V12 engine. This engine is of cast aluminum block and head construction with steel cylinder liners, electronic Lucas fuel injection with stratified charged high-swirl combustion chambers and flat top pistons, and a quite high 11.5 to 1 compression ratio. This engine develops 291 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 317 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. The XJS V12 can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6.7 seconds. 0 to 100 miles per hour comes in at 17.3 seconds, with a quarter mile hitting in at 15.3 seconds at 94 miles per hour. Jaguar claims a top speed of 150 miles per hour, though the actual figure may be lower. The convertible came with a slightly smaller 21.6 US gallon fuel capacity, and it consumes 7.7 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of 280 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 11 miles per gallon in the city, 16 miles per gallon on the highway, and a combined average of 13 miles per gallon. The sole available transmission on the XJS V12 cars was uninspired to say the least. GM Turbo Hydromatic 3-speed THM 400 automatic with second gear hold, and it had a 2.88 to 1 Salisbury Power Lock 4HU rear axle. Alright, now we're walking around the rear, and of course, it's going to be a little bit different in this video. I don't really have a whole lot of ways to do super in-depth like I normally do in my videos, but I do like the availability of this car, and they're not really easy to come by. But as you can see, we have broad rear tail lights, big sections of red and amber for brake lights and turn indicators, and then the small reverse lights, and of course prominent XJS and V12 badging. As you can see here on the profile, I do have the dimensions on screen. Take a look at that top. The top is in really, really nice shape. It has a real nice thick canvas, heated rear glass, and just that paint is just absolutely stunning in the sunlight. And I'm just filming here in Paragon just randomly. Steering is hydraulic power assisted variable rate rack and pinion, and it features 2.7 turns lock to lock with a 42.9 foot turning radius. Wheels are silver painted 15 by 6.5 inch BBS style lace wheel sport alloys, and are shot in 235/60 VR15 BF Goodrich radial TA tires. Brakes are power assisted 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS and yaw control, and feature 11.1 inch ventilated rotors up front and 10.3 inch solid rotors in the rear. Suspension is fully independent front and rear with front anti-roll bars, anti-dive geometry for improved braking performance. Alright, now we're going to get inside, and opening the door is a very nice affair. Very nice solid opening doors. Reveals a very nice interior. The interior is in very nice shape, as you can see here. Seville gray leather. It does feature the burlwood accent trims, very traditional of a Jaguar. Stitched vinyl trim on the door panels. You do have dual electric power mirrors, the chrome door pulls, carpeted lower portions of the doors of the speakers, mat pockets, and you also have French seams. Here on the lower portion of the driver's side dashboard, you do have your panel brightness and dim selector, your headlamp control selector lever here, and of course we do have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. This vehicle only has the automatic transmission, so just a brake and accelerator pedal, a flyaway style handbrake, the polished aluminum Jaguar tread plates. Opening up or folding the seats forward reveals a rear parcel shelf. It's fully carpeted. It does have illumination back here. It also has burlwood trim, a locking coverable access panel back here that's kind of deep. It could probably hold a set of golf clubs back here. And as you can see here, it does have the burlwood trim, chrome finish, and illumination. Taking a look at the seats are very supportive and they are very comfortable. They are heated seats, and they also have adjustable lumbar supports, height adjustable head restraints, and just a really nice overall feel and look to the seats. Alright, now that we're inside, let's take a look at more details inside. Power assisted steering on the 4-spoke steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel with horn buttons. You do have your multifunction control here that turns your turn signals on and off. And of course, it also operates your high beam. On the other side, we do have the wiper washer control stalk. And the XJS features kind of unique wipers. They're almost Porsche 911 in style, mounted mostly to the center. And then we have our gauges: 160 mile per hour speedometer, 7,000 RPM tach, rolling tape style central bar graph, fuel gauge, temperature, oil pressure, and battery volts, and a bank of warning lights. Moving over the top of the dash, it's a very narrow dash, but it is covered in the soft padded vinyl. And it does feature also burlwood trim. As you can see, the dash is actually in nice shape. You have a locking glove box behind that burlwood panel. It does feature the owner's manual back there. And you do have a vanity mirror in the glove box door, which is kind of neat to see. In the center of the dash, we do have positional air vents here. We've also got controls for the 4-way flashers, rear defroster, and the dome lights up front. In the center, we do have a trip computer here, and it is fully functional. It does feature fuel economy, your instant and average miles per gallon. You've also got a trip odometer there, your average speed indicator, elapsed time, and your display off and on. You can also reset and switch it from miles to kilometers. Down below, we do have a rather complex looking climate control, but operation is actually very easy. You can do it in manual mode here just by selecting the temperature, or you could pull it out for automatic control. Here is your air distribution. You can turn the centralized air cool or warm. And then over here we do have panel distribution. So we have defroster, high, normal, and low fan speeds, and off. And of course, we do have an aftermarket Kenwood audio system. It does feature Bluetooth. Now, in the center console, we do have dual ash receivers, because why not in a British car from the 90s? Actually, from the 70s, this is all carryover. Cruise controls there, cigarette lighters there. And then we have our power window controls here, and then our top controller. And you can see the burl wood is actually kind of fading and cracking. Padded armrest opens up to reveal storage. So overall, the interior of the XJS, while it is becoming very dated now, still is very nice and has held up very well over time. Day-night mirror. Sun visors fold down to show you no vanity mirrors, and they do swing out, but they don't slide out, but they fall down. I'm not really sure why that is. Anyway. Alright, now opening the trunk is actually very easy. Just by pressing a release slit latch underneath the Jaguar nameplate, it opens up to reveal a nice sizable trunk, especially for a car of this class. It is held up by hydraulic struts and is fully lined and carpeted back here. It does have a full-size spare tire, and it has a car cover back here as well. Overall, the trunk capacity is pretty good, as you can see on screen. It's nice and deep, and it just stays open with those hydraulic struts, which is a really nice feature. Closing is very easy. It doesn't have an automatic latch or anything like that. You just firmly close the lid and it latches in place. And there you have it. In less than 13 minutes, we take a full detailed look at the 1990 Jaguar XJS V12 Convertible. We hope you found the review informative, and if you did, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews. And of course, our Instagram channel at BrensoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.